Hey, how's it going? I just wanted to do a little overview video. There are more below, but maybe this would be all you need. So I just want to spend maybe about 5 minutes explaining what I'm looking for. Okay, you're going to be filling in an Excel spreadsheet that I will give you a sample. This right here is just an example that I have in some of the videos down below somewhere. You'll find a link. It's got this data that I got off the websites that I'm going to show you here. Okay, now 3 big things when you're going to do this research on these websites. Okay, it's good for you to know what my end goal is here for you gathering this information. That way you'll know what to look for a little bit better. Okay, so what you're doing is you're looking at starting at a website here. This is a court website, all right, and you're going to be looking for these cases called probate cases, and it has to do with people that have just died. And the primary thing I'm looking for is, did the person who died own property? Okay, in these cases, the person who died is called the decedent. Okay, and in these records here, they will be called decedent here. Okay, now once we find someone who is the decedent, all right, we are going to check to see if first thing, okay, their address here, all right, is this address the same as someone else's address in the case? All right, in this case it's not. They're different. The personal representative here has a different address than the decedent. That's good, because I don't want to have all this information filled on a spreadsheet, okay, if the person who just died, okay, if the property that they owned, if somebody else is still living in it, I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that. That does not qualify to go on the spreadsheet. Okay, and in this case it's okay. Like here, case net. This is a different case, all right, that I just pulled up for an example. See, this is the decedent right here, Aaron Slater. Look down here. There's another address just like that. Okay, there's another one just like it. So this one would not qualify. Just go ahead and get rid of that one once you get to, you know, a file like that or a case like that. Now, what do we want to do now? Okay, that we have this potential person right here. You know, what we could do is initially, I want to make sure that this house is not for sale or has been recently sold. Oops, wrong one. So I'm going to copy this whole address here. First I want to find out, actually, the first thing is, okay, does Louise Peel own this property? Let's copy this. Now we're going to go to this real estate website here, this county website. Go down here on the left, click owner name, Peel. Now in the case of this, it's a woman. All right. And get back to this space. Make sure when you're doing this right here, take this space out. It's kind of important. It may not search properly. And you want to click the name. You can put the whole name in there. L-O-U-I-S-E. I think that's Louise. Search for it. Didn't find it. Okay, let's just then click L. Or search L Peel. Okay, there's one. It's Lois. Lois Peel. Is this correct? No. It's very close, but look at the addresses. That's a Roundtree address here, and this is not. So it may not be the right person. So let's check. Now we can search by the street. Copy the street name, and remember this, 8940. Okay. Let's go to the property address down here. Select that. we'll punch in the street name there and make sure there are no spaces before or after the street name. And these boxed are very sensitive, these fields are. So was that 8940? 8940. Let's go back here and double check that. Yep, 8940. Now we'll search. Okay. There she is, Lois and Harry J. Peel. Alright, let's see if this matches up with the address that's in the file. Here's the file. Yes, that's the same one. Now, in this case, alright, I would go ahead and take this and in other videos I'll show you how to copy it. I don't have to show you how to copy and paste stuff. But this goes, skip a couple rows there. I'm going to paste this in there. And in notes, I may put Harry, husband, may be deceased. Okay, because he's not showing up anywhere on the file here. Okay, anywhere. He's not the personal representative. He's kind of missing, but his name is still on the property here. Okay, as Harry and Louise. And considering that she was born in 1927, real good chances are Harry's passed away already, but Louise still owns this property. So let's put her on and fill out all of this information. You get it all right here. Now, before we do continue, though, I jumped the gun a little bit, and I put that on my spreadsheet. What happened to my, oh, scrolled it away. Okay, I put that on here a little too fast, because what we want to do first is go ahead and grab this address, copy it. We're going to go to realtor.com and paste it in there. Alright. Realtor.com, paste it in there. Okay. And this is Zillow, by the way. Zillow and Realtor. We're going to use both of these to make sure that this property is not for sale yet. And the way to determine on Realtor.com that it's not for sale is by this. It will show estimate, an estimate of value here. Okay. And here on Zillow it will show off market. Okay. Those are really good indications that this property has not been sold yet. And also what you can do is go down here to price tax history. Okay. And oh, that's not a good example. Okay, so anyway, sometimes it'll show you the last sold. Okay, this is good. It's not being looked at. And price tax history. Okay, there's no transaction data available. However, we can go back in here. This is something for me. You don't have to do this, but I'm just looking for property information. Okay, there's no sales data. So this is an old, it was bought long, long ago. That's good. So just go ahead and put this information on. Look at other videos. You're going to grab all this different information and put it in my spreadsheet. Okay? And watch the other videos if you need help with that. It gets a little just... As far as these titles here, personal representative, in the beginning, the process is a person dies, and then there's a little grieving period. Then a family member decides to do something about it and get all the stuff that the decedent, the person who died, get all their stuff, you know, and to get rid of it somehow, you know, distribute it among the heirs and the beneficiaries. So this personal representative, when they get that ball rolling and they start doing that, they petition to become the personal representative. So in the beginning you'll see some files that say petitioner. For example, I'll go back to like one of the newer cases here. I start it, let's see, this is September, let's go to date. If we go to a recent date here, like the 7th of September, okay, and by the way, super, super important. I didn't mention this. I should have mentioned it in the very beginning. Okay, this is, I'm only looking for PR independent with will, PR independent without will. Okay, but the big key word here is independent. Independent, okay? These other guardianships, admitted, rejected, okay, none of that stuff matters. The only ones that I'm looking for say independent. And I do mention that in another video, so that's important. Okay, very important. The other ones I don't care about. Now let's look at these other. Let's look at another file and see if we can find these different titles that are used. Here's another title: independent personal representative. Okay, the last one we saw was personal representative. Let's see some other titles that you'll come across here. Looking for one with a lot. Okay, there we go. See, there's no personal representative or independent personal representative in this one. It just shows petitioner, okay, because they haven't yet become personal representative. They have to petition. It's like they got to apply to become this personal representative, which gives them the power to do things on behalf of the estate of the decedent, okay? So we have decedent, petitioner, who will eventually become the personal representative, okay, or the independent personal representative, okay. Then there are heirs, okay. You got heir here, 3 heirs, and when you're filling these things out, also in the notes section, you can also put, in the case of this, many heirs, or 3 heirs. Those are good things I want to know about. 3 heirs. Keep it brief. You don't have to be very detailed because there's a lot of info. You can get more detailed if you like, but that's fine. Once you get into this, it's not going to be very, very difficult for you. So I hopefully that covers things, and good luck to you, and hope to be working with you. A couple more things I wanted to cover was the attorneys, okay, and looking up their information, and also looking up information for the personal representative or petitioner. In the case of putting the personal representative, which is at the top here, the PR, let's see, it's PR first, PR last. This PR stands for personal representative, and like I explained a few minutes ago, if before they become personal representative, they are petitioner. So when you're getting this information to fill in the spreadsheet, the petitioner will become eventually the PR, personal representative. So go ahead and put their information in here. It's got there are areas here for more than one personal representative, because sometimes there is more than one personal representative, so you want to put all that information in there. So it's a little more work if there are 2 personal representatives. So there are spaces for that. Okay, so petitioner equals personal representative. Got it? Now, when you're searching for these guys, their phone numbers and stuff, all right, it's right here. Go to Radaris, all right, and just simple copy and paste stuff, okay, and you can search by property address, their address, or you can just search people and then put their zip code in, all right, and zip code is actually, if you don't know what a zip code is, okay, you can just search by their last names, and this right here is zip code, all right. So in this case, you would put their last name here, and then zip code would go in here. Let's just do it while we're at it, and kind of getting lost here. Copy, boom. last name, boom, search for it. Okay, just an example of how to do a search on Radarus. I'll give you my username and password for this. Okay, I got a Benjamin, I got a Lisa, I got a Lori. Who am I looking for? Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Lisa A. Looks like I found her. Where's Lisa A? Lisa. There's a Lisa C. Okay. I don't know. And what's her address? What is this? St. Peters, Missouri. This may be a better one to search by address. Okay, I don't have any St. Peters here. And just a cool little tip. If you go like this, Control F. St. Peters. Okay, there is none. Alright. So this one might be better to search just by her address. Right here, this petitioner. Okay, and this address. Okay, and you can do that on your own. Pretty self-explanatory for Radarus. And then for Google. Okay, this is in the case of you're looking for attorneys. Attorney for petitioner, okay. Stanquist, Robin Stanquist, attorney. If you just grab this right here, we're going to be looking for what law firm she looks for. Okay, I'm going to do this, and you're either going to give me, the her website and the email, her email. Okay, Stanquist. Okay, this one I think I've looked for before. Let's double check the phone number. There it is, 1401. Yep, that's her phone number, 1401. I think I've looked for her before, and she does not have a website. Robin Stanquist, Martingale. Okay, let's see. I don't think they have a website, so I don't see that. Let's try a different one, a different case. Well, actually, this is what you need to do. You need to track this thing down, and let's search by address. How about that? In this right here. Let's see. Just an example, because I'm already doing too much, but this is just an example for you. So, zip 63135. Darst Road. Okay. Biz listing. No results found. Great. Okay, so sometimes this may lead to a dead end. I mean, because I remember looking for this one before. She doesn't seem to have a website anywhere. They got a building. They got no website. She's got ads, but she doesn't have a website anywhere or any contact information, really. So it's kind of tough. Okay. So, but once you do find it, all right, let me find a different example here. Just a second. A different lawyer. Let's find a different lawyer. Any other lawyer will do, pretty much. Okay. All right, let's find one here. Lawyer's got to have a website. Come on. Okay, let's find this guy. Just look him up. Attorney. Come on, give me a good example here. Getting tired. And paste this in here. Okay, attorneys. BBB. Yelp. Okay, I'm not seeing their directories. Okay, BBB attorneys planning. A lot of times you'll get a website. Okay. And not in this case. But let me find one here and I'll get back to you. Okay, I found one here. This attorney, Edward Riley. looked them up. Search basically for Riley Edward F. Attorney. Okay. Found this here, Riley McLaughlin. Looks like it's it. Okay. And so what I'm looking for here is the contact information. Okay, I want the website and the email address. This right here is the main website. Okay. So, but let's look at the contact information. Okay. It says contact. They don't have an email address. They only can be contacted by phone or fax. Okay. Is there any other contact information? Nope. Let's go back to the home. Great. Server not found now. Education. Just look for any contact stuff down here. There might be an email address. A lot of times there is an email address, or there is a web page that has like a kind of like a support ticket thing. And if it does have a support ticket thing, I want you to copy that page and bring it over to the email contact for the attorney. This is the attorney email. This is attorney name, attorney address, attorney city, state. Okay, so that's attorney email would go here. If it's either the email or like it's a support ticket page that's got the fields in it, and you should just submit your correspondence, and then also put the main website in there. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions.